Hello everyone and welcome to the viewer's choice presentation for CS424 Visualization and Data and Visual Analytics class at UIC Fall 2012 semester. We'll start from the website containing the review of the visualization we've chosen, and basically it's about the trading of weapons all around the world, and this is the link to the visualization. We're gonna open it now and see the process from the beginning. So when you open the visualization, there's a short loading time that is good, so you can have prefetched data and its responses in the interface. And this is the main screen, and as you can see, there is this very flash representation of the world. One good thing is the fact that the map is abstracted, so all the geographical detail are taken away because they are not relevant in this case. And you can see that there is this beam of light going from one state to all the state with which that state has trading businesses in that year. In this case it's 2010, and orange means exports and blue means import, and you can also see the flow of the trade moving in the animation. You can drag the world around to see where the beam end up to. For this, in this case, this beam here goes from United States to Australia, and there is also some fancy physics involved. So you have this inertia of the globe. In the bottom right part, we have the filters, so we can take out the exports and the import in the three subcategories that are military weapons, civilian weapons, and ammunitions. In this area here, we can select the year about which we want to see the data, and if we open the chart, we can also see the relative percent change from 1992 up to that moment, and the detail label moves with the selected year. The filters also apply to this chart, and you can change what's happening basically, but one problem is that you cannot see the breakdown in this chart in the three subcategories, which is something that you can instead see here on the left side in the stacked bar area. And you can select a state by clicking on it or by searching its name in this box here with suggestions. One problem is the fact that the suggestion box also presents results that are not actually selectable on the map, like this Latin American Integration Association, that when selected doesn't affect in any way the interface. If we go in the About screen, we can see a very detailed reference about the source of the data, the way to use the screen, and we can also open this FAQ button here, which will load a PDF document showing all the information needed to better understand the visualization. The map can be zoomed in and out using these buttons here, but when you are zoomed in too much, one problem is the fact that the easing of the rotation is not proportional to the zoom level, so it's very easy to get lost if you are zoomed in a state and you want to move around. The color coding is good. One problem is the fact that the breakdown in the subcategories is done with the intensity of the color. Well, technically this is a categorization, so it's not like military is more export than ammunition, so that could be reviewed in a better way, for example. And the other problem is that the fact that the money doesn't say if the money has been recapitalized taking in consideration inflation over the period. It doesn't say it here, it doesn't say in the about, it doesn't say in the FAQ document. But on the overall, it's a very good tool for mainly used for seeing where the path of the trade are. For example, you see Russia that goes and exports weapon to the United States, of course, but especially to Venezuela. And if you go to Venezuela and you see that the import is from Russia, on the other hand, but also from Italy. If you go to Italy, you see that Italy is a very big exporter of weapon rather than importer. You see the dynamic scaling of the stacks here. So my judgment in the overall is that it's an 8.5 out of a scale of 10, because there are some minor issues that can be fixed, but the overall technique is very good. The 3D is not used in a gratuitous way. It's good to see where the network goes, and maybe it's a bit too flashy, but it's stored as one of the Chrome experiments, so it was done basically to see how good Chrome renderer is, so it's good to have something so big in a sense. And if you want to have more details about my review and more comments, you can go to this site here, sites.google.com/sites/small-arms-recension, and you can have all the detail about some interesting findings that I found using the application, and a more detailed description of what's good, of what's bad, of every section of the tool. Thank you very much.